Well, gas expensive right now in our state. Experts say that it could get worse before it gets better.
Right. So this is the season for that. Winter is behind us, spring in full swing. The switch to the summer blend is happening right now here in California. KCRA 3's Brittany Hope is live for us in Sacramento. So I can see you're at a gas station, Brittany. How much is the gas where you are?
Yeah, so it's one of those things, right, where it really depends on the station. If you're familiar in the area in Sacramento or on Watt and Fair Oaks, it's where there's a different gas station on every corner. Here at this AM PM, a gallon of regular is $5.35 with debit. But look across the street over at that Shell, it's $5.65, 30 cents more. So yeah, it can really make a difference where you go. But hey, everywhere prices are up. Gas Buddy tells me the average gallon of gas in Sacramento went up close to 30 cents in just the last week.
OMG, can I say that?
An honest reaction to these numbers.
When I'm getting a big fill like this, it's almost 50 bucks, and that's, that's a chunk.
Full tank would probably be about $80.
If you feel like you're paying more at the pump, it's because you are. AAA says the average price of a gallon of regular in California was $4.87 a month ago, $5.12 a week ago, $5.35 just yesterday, and $5.37 today.
California has its own blend of gasoline. It has very high taxes. It has a cap and trade program. All of that factor into what you pay at the pump.
Patrick DeHaan is the head of petroleum analysis at Gas Buddy.
It's also layered on the fact that not as much of that summer blend is being produced because of refinery maintenance, which is kind of very necessary evil.
And he says there's simply not as much traditional fuel as there used to be. Demand is up with spring break and summer starting soon. Supply is down. Prices see the impact.
More and more California refineries, partially because of bureaucracy, have been making the transition not to be producing gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel, but producing more renewable products like biodiesel.
AAA says summer gas is always more expensive, but international issues have a big impact.
Globally, oil prices are up. They're at about $85 a barrel. And that's because of things like Ukraine attacking Russian oil suppliers and what's happening in the Middle East and a lot of concerns over there. The global oil market really has a big impact on what you pay at the pump because a barrel of crude oil, the stuff your gas is made of, makes up about 50% or more of what you pay at the pump.
Although experts say California is feeling the brunt of this, especially over the past few weeks, experts say the entire western U.S., especially the West Coast, is dealing with the rise in prices. That includes states like Oregon, Washington, Arizona, and Nevada. But again, California really feeling a lot more of that because of our taxes in part. That's what those experts said. For now, we're live in Sacramento. Brittany Hope, KCRA 3 News.
So when do the experts expect that those prices will go back down, Brittany?
Yeah, so it could be 4 to 8 weeks, and that really depends on when that refinery maintenance wraps up and when California finishes turning over to that summer blend, but it should be before Memorial Day.